Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Tampa. First play, first pass for Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Brady now on first down. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Kylen Granson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. They'll start by running the option to the right. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And one more time, here's Kirk.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
On the move past the 40.
He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Willis looking to throw it. That's complete. It's Okurebunon.
Touchdown! Albert O, 37 yards.
And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From the 10.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin finding space at the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Chris Godwin.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes.
And the Buccaneers have moved out in front.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point put through by Succa. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown to kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Touchdown, Carolina! They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, now Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
To Evans on the slant. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Succop's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he can reach on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon here because he hasn't missed all year round. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. They're looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
It's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That was Carl Nassib working his way through and sticking him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And Willis keeping it himself on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So a little too loose with the football there on the pitch.
And that's the danger you run into with that play. So much traffic around. When the ball gets away from your body a little bit, sometimes bad things can happen.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Boy, no chance, as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Hey, pack it. Pack it, reload. Hey.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this 1st half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try now for Suckup. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on. after the touchdown to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
3rd down, it's Willis. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Tough adjustment to the NFL throughout this rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. It's a cover for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Brady will try again on 2nd down.
And that's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And they use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Touchdown!
The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Come on. Back to 60.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. As they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Now Willis to throw. He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down.
And the Bucs continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point up and good by Saka. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Willis. He's going to look deep for more. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry it.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one. That is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. And some room to work. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
116 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They go with Chubb on second down.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Option play, Willis looking to run. Here's Chubb on the read option.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Carolina. Nick Chubb halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10.
And Brady's throw there incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely, that was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it.
Regular. All right, here we go.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a play fake. Brady.
To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
In motion comes the tight end left. On play action, now Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Chris Godwin,
his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and they open the lead up now to 25. Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried to think.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Brady now on first down.
And he's got Granson over the middle.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Second and 5.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check contact, check contact.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Man, 188 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second and 10.
They'll run the option left. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the depth.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Joe Tryon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Willis got to have this one.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Brady going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point put through by Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They go play action with Willis.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
I have no idea what the top speed is. All those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bucs,
they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we're not a ride nobody wave, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grr.